AITAH for saying my brother-in-law and his future wife can't sleep in our bedroom while we host them on their honeymoon. Hi Reddit, long-time lurker, first-time poster. Please help me sort out what's rapidly becoming a family drama that I did not anticipate. I'm 35F, looking for advice and perspective on a situation that's honestly gotten a little weird and is starting to snowball in ways I didn't see coming. So for context, my husband 36M and I are lucky enough to live in an incredibly beautiful part of the world. Think coastline, mountains, wineries, the whole 9 yards. It's the kind of place people honeymoon to, and we know that. In fact, we feel very grateful to call it home. Even though it's not always glamorous, we both still work full-time and deal with normal life stuff, like neighbors who mow their lawns at 7 a.m. on Sundays. My brother-in-law 30M, my husband's younger brother, is getting married this August to his fiancée 28F, who is perfectly lovely. They're sweet, they're young, they're very in love. They're also, understandably, trying to save every dime they can because weddings are expensive and they're hopping to buy a home in the next year or two. About a month ago, they asked if they could stay with us for their honeymoon. Not for the whole time, just about 5 days or so before heading on to another city. We said yes without hesitation. Their family, we love them, and it felt good to be able to offer a little bit of support when we know finances are tight. Plus, we enjoy hosting people. My husband's a great cook and I'm a pretty solid planner, so when guests visit, we go all in with itineraries and food and local experiences. Here, where things took a turn. Last week, my husband pulled me aside and said that his brother had made a very specific follow-up request. Could he and his soon-to-be wife stay in our bedroom during their honeymoon? Not just in our house, in our bed. Because, and I quote, an air mattress doesn't feel honeymoon appropriate. Now, let me pause here to paint the layout of our house. We live in a 2-bedroom. One is our bedroom, obviously, and the second bedroom functions as my home office. When we have guests, we inflate a high-quality queen-sized air mattress in there. It's not a 4-poster hotel bed, no, but it's clean, roomy, and definitely better than what you'd get at most motels. We've had family and friends stay on it many times without complaint. When my husband told me about this request, I was honestly a little stunned. Not angry, just kind of grossed out. My brain immediately went to, oh, they want our bed so they can have honeymoon sex. In our bed, with our sheets, our pillows, our space. I told my husband that I wasn't comfortable with it, and thankfully he agreed. It wasn't even a debate. We both felt like it crossed a line. Hospitality is one thing, offering up our personal bed for someone else's honeymoon activities. That's another level. So he let his brother know as gently as he could. Something along the lines of, hey, we're so excited to host you guys, but we're not comfortable giving up our bedroom. The guest setup is the best we can offer. Apparently, this set off a chain reaction within the family. Enter my sister-in-law, husband's sister, who is now playing mediator, unofficial spokesperson for the Just Give Them the Room movement. She called my husband and basically told him that we were being selfish, that we were ruining their honeymoon vibe, that it was just a bed, and they deserve better than an air mattress after their wedding. Mind you, she's not offering up her house or her bed, but she sure has a lot of opinions about ours. My husband is now torn. He's very non-confrontational by nature, and he loves his family deeply. He doesn't want to create unnecessary tension or become the subject of whispered side conversations at the wedding. So now he's starting to float the idea that maybe we should just let them use our room, even if it's not what we want, just to avoid drama. But I can't get past how deeply uncomfortable it makes me. This is our private space, our sanctuary. It's where I sleep, where I unwind, where I keep my clothes, where I cry on bad days or snuggle with my husband on good ones. I don't want to walk into our bedroom after they leave and wonder what happened on our sheets, or worse, on our mattress. And yes, I know I can clean everything, but that's not the point. It's not even about the sex, though, let's be real, it is a little about the sex. It's about the principle. It feels like a boundary being pushed under the guise of a romantic justification, and now I'm the bad guy for saying, hey, you can stay in our home for free during your honeymoon, but no, you can't have our bed. So, AITAH, for setting this boundary, or am I being weirdly possessive over what is, technically, just a room? Any advice would be appreciated, especially if you've navigated anything like this before. My husband is hopping, I'll change my mind, but I don't think I can. Am I being inflexible, or are they being entitled?